This is the book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 7 through 8. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah Kodash. All right, double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. All right, to the hopeful elect, 144,000, and the great multitude of men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. Shalom. All right, I'm the brother Dama Agibar here with another lesson, the Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. All right, and I started with this Revelation, the 20th chapter, just ultimately dealing with, Satan, which is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right. And when he was freed, during the Renaissance period, and we know that, after he was, came out of the Caucasus Mountains and, gained power during the, Caesarea Borgia, the Borgia crime family, the Renaissance period where he took down all the dark images that was all throughout Europe. It was so-called Europe and Asia and Western Asia, the dark ages, as they like to call it, when Jake, so-called Negroes, ruled Europe and England, Scotland, painted all the frescoes, the dark images of the apostles, the dark skinned images of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shai. That's when Satan, which, let's look at this word Satan, because that's ultimately what the so-called white man is. The Edomites, okay, more directly, are referred to as Satan. All right. And when you go into the Greek, the word is satanas. It means an adversary, one who opposes another in purpose or act. All right. The prince of evil spirits, the inveterate adversary of the Most High and Yahweh Shai. OK. And one thing you have to understand is that you have the spiritual demon Satan when you read in the book of Job, but you also have the physical counterpart, which of Satan here on earth, which is the Edomites, the so-called white man. So you can understand. All right. Now, this don't mean that every single so-called white person that you see walking along the face of the earth are, Edomites or the wicked. We know that there's a direct lineage of Edomites that are still here in this earth in these last days who are doing the works and coming in the energy and the working of Satan. All right, which is, the so-called white man, these elites, the New World Order, these globalists, and their agenda to bring in this New World Order is ultimately after the coming of Satan and wickedness, physically here on the earth. All right. And it says, but this is the main point. Look, see right here, a Satan-like man. You see, because a lot of these Christians and a lot of these people who are unhip to the the language and the understanding of the Most High and his creation, when they hear the word Satan, they immediately think of, a man with a, Satan with a pitchfork down in the core of the earth, where souls go and be tortured for all eternity, which is ultimately Greek mythology, which is a myth. All right. And when everybody dies, their spirit goes back up to the Heavenly Father and your body decomposes and goes back into the earth, All right. But we do have a physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan here on the earth, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. And it says what? That after that 1,000 years, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. Like I said, going back to the Renaissance period, when the so-called white man came out of the caves and got back dominance and authority here on the planet Earth. That's when Satan, or the adversary of everything that is good, everything, that is righteous, was loosed, and he began his reign of terror even up into this day. And one thing that it says here, that once he got loosed out of his prison, one of his main acts was to deceive the whole earth, people on the planet Earth, with his philosophies, with his lies. He's changed history, changed facts. He's literally attacked every aspect of the truth, and turned the truth into a lie. You see? And it says what? The word is plano. It says to cause to stray, to lead astray, lead aside from the right way. And he's done that through, his religions, through his universities, through his philosophies, the do as thou wilt, his Satanism, his wickedness, his, alphabetism, his agendas, has led everybody astray. That's why everybody on the planet is bugged out. People are confused. There's no true fear of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob here on this planet Earth. Everybody is just, literally gone out of the way through the philosophies and the energy of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. It says to lead, metaphorically, to lead away from the truth, to lead in error, to deceive, you see, to be led in error, you see, to be led away into error and sin, you see, to deceive, to seduce, you see. And that's what this man ultimately, his whole agenda is all about, is to deceive and to lie and to manipulate and to confuse everybody so that he could put you in a position to where he could get the advantage over you. All right. And this is the spirit that's about to be real heavy out here in these last days, man, especially as we're entering into the time of these so-called presidential election, as these devils are trying to implement their New World Order, bring in this cashless society, bring in more lockdowns via so-called sicknesses and illnesses, which is back on the agenda. You see, the way that he's going to implement these things is through pure deception. And all right. And I really believe he's about to start using a lot of this technology, a lot of these deep fakes, a lot of this artificial intelligence on the television. And, in a very sinister and a very serious way in these last days. You see, this is why he's trying to get control of the narrative. This is why he's, cracking down on free speech. He's trying to censor the internet. He's trying to, shut down anybody who is telling or exposing the truth of the matter. Anybody that has a voice that goes against the narrative, he's really cracking down. And he's about to use his deception and his craftiness in a very major way in these last days to sway and to deceive the minds of these people to believe particular things that are not true, so that he could lead you, down the path that he wants you to, through deception and lies and psychological warfare. To make a lot of things seem like they're one thing, but they're really the opposite. All right. And what made me think of that is this. It says breaking Democrats are using AI to make Harris Walls rallies look bigger. And we know that they have the technology to do this shit. So that's why you can't just believe everything that you see or everything that you hear, especially in these last days, because this devil is about to come with some major sorcery, some major craft, some major deception, a lot of deep fakes, a lot of altered and manipulated events to be presented one way, but it's really going to be some bogus bullshit, and and we've seen this lately, as of late, all these deep fakes. They can make Tom Cruise or make Biden look like he's saying things that he's not saying, and they could use artificial intelligence and AI to make these videos look real. And they're all created to do what? To deceive, to manipulate the mind, to lead you in error. It's a form of sorcery and witchcraft, which this devil has at his disposal. You see, this is why in these last days, man, you're going to have to be really dialed in and not be so goddamn simple-minded to believe everything that you see and everything that you hear, especially what's going to be coming from the powers that be. All right, because they're looking ultimately to deceive and to lie and to manipulate you people down the path of this new world order, to keep you confused, to keep you unsure of what's really true. You see, and that's why the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh for giving us, the spirit of understanding and the spirit to understand our enemy Esau and how he works and how he operates. So we're not caught off guard, so that we're not, deceived or manipulated or, led astray by the wickedness of this damn devil. All right. And I was watching this, the elder brother from Kansas City video showing this, man. These this truth is stranger than fiction. Silicone mask resembles the Israelites. And you see, I'm not going to play the video, but they show you how, they got these masks now, these silicone masks that look real. And that, you're going to start seeing a lot of these type of situations happening, especially when they try to bring in, martial law, a lot of these black swan events, a lot of situations, they're going to start using, shit like this, having Edomites or, agent provocateurs wearing masks that resemble so-called black men or so-called white men or Asian men, and to commit certain, wickedness and cause, particular uproars and violence, so that it could stir up, more racial division, race riots, fear, terror, so that he can ultimately bring in this agenda of this N.W.O, and ultimately to keep you people, confused and perplexed and, in a perpetual state of fear. But it's all deception. It's all sorcery and witchcraft, man. So we can't be ignorant of Satan's devices, man. See, that's why we got to be dialed in, and we got to trust and have faith, in the prophecies and what's written according to scripture. Because, hey, this devil is about to come with all type of shit, man. He's about to start using that Project Bluebeam. Don't be surprised if he fakes an alien invasion. Don't be surprised if he's going to start, coming on television and, presenting particular things that are going to look real, but it could be a deep fake. It can be artificially intelligence. It can be artificially enhanced, like this shit. They're deceiving the people to believe that Kamala Harris and Walt's rallies look bigger so that the people can be confused and really feeling like everybody is on the Democratic side. Everybody wants Harris and Waltz to really become the president, to make it look like they have more support than what they really have, you see? And these devils know that a lot of these people are simple-minded. A lot of these people are just bugged out and are the simple believe it every word, So we just got to make sure that we're staying on point, man, and not being duped. It says, this is Genesis 3:1. It says, now the serpent, which the serpent is synonymous with Esau, Edom, Cain. The same spirit that was in the serpent is the same spirit that's in Esau, Edom, Satan, if you can receive that. But it says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh power had made. Now, and the serpent, it wasn't an actual snake or a serpent. It was an actual man who came in the spirit and in the vibration of a serpent. You see? And like I said, that same serpentine spirit is in Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And he moves in the same way. It says, and he said unto the woman, yea, have God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden, which that tree, it represents the different philosophies. All right. It says, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the tree of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High have said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest you die. Because what? All these other philosophies that were outside of what Adam and Eve was given was the ways of sin and wickedness. All right. That's why the Lord told them, look, you can't eat of those other fruits because, they're the ways of sin and evil and wickedness, because all Adam and Eve knew was the righteous way, But what does Satan say? And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. You see, but that's what the serpent, and that's what Satan does. He comes to deceive you, to manipulate you, to lead you down a path of error, to lead you down a path that is ultimately against the righteous way. And that's what he gave unto Eve, and that's what Eve ended up giving unto Adam. And, hey, the rest is history, man. But that serpent, he comes in that same subtle spirit like Esau, Edom. You see? And you go to this word subtle. The word is arawam. It says crafty, sly, sensible, prudent. Right. Prudent and in wickedness, prudent and evil. It says what? Cunning, crafty, prudent, subtle. Right. And subtle means to, like Elder Apostle Gabar always explains, to be under the web. You see? And that's how this devil operates, man. Crafty. Very, let's look up this word, crafty. And it says, clever at achieving one's aims by indirect or deceitful methods. You see? And that's what Esau does, man. He's very clever at that. He's mastered the way of achieving his aims through deceitful and wicked methods. And now he's able to use that to seduce the minds and to lead everybody down a way that is not good if you're not up on game. You see? And this is why, in these last days, this devil is about to come with major craftiness and major subtleness, ultimately to deceive a lot of you people into getting the desired result that he wants, which is ultimately to micro C-hip everybody and deceive you people so that, you can trust whatever hell, he's telling you, so that he could, lure you into his trap. All right. And this is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. You see, so we know what this devil is up to. We can see through all the bullshit. We know everything that he comes with is going to be in a form of craftiness, deception. It's going to be something bad disguised as something benevolent, something that's going to be disguised as beneficial, something that can help you, something that could, it'll be for your safety. But really, it's going to be the complete and opposite of it all, man. So this man is not to be trusted under any circumstances whatsoever. That's why scriptures tell you, and what's that? Sirach 12, never trust thine enemy, man. All right. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he deviseth how to throw you into a pit, man. All right. And that's everything that this devil is coming with. And that's why we know at the time appointed, we're going to have to just step out in faith and trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and truly separate ourselves from this system and this new world order this devil was trying to ultimately accomplish and implement. And we know that the only way into it is going to be with a blood sacrifice, with things sacrificed unto idols, and that micro hip eventually, which if you take it, you would be destroyed in the presence of Yahweh Shai and in the presence of the Lamb. See? It says what? But the simple pass on and are punished. You see, and that's what Esau is banking on, basically lure in the minds of the simple. You see, and he has a plan to get rid of those who are prudent, those who are up on game, those who are able to see through the bullshit. Hey, he doesn't plan on the majority of people in that spirit and people in it that's in that vibration to be a part of his new world order. Because why? He knows they're going to constantly buck up. They're going to constantly reject. They're going to fight. They're going to, constantly try to, come up against it, so that the only thing he's going to be left to do is to get rid of individuals like that. And you better believe the prophets and the men of the Lord are on the red list, man. All right. So we got to be continuously be in the spirit, man, and pray that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh shall be with us. Hey, because this devil is about to come with some ultimate craftiness, some ultimate subtlety, deception. Like I said, Project Blue Beam. He's going to be presenting shit on the television that's going to be absolutely completely falsified, but it's going to look and be presented as truth and reality. So we got to, stay in the spirit, man. Pray that we're, covered with the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because we're about to, really, this is Ephesians 6. We're really about to be, these, let me see if I can get that real fast, man. Wickedness in high places. Hey, these devils are about to come with it. All right. Ephesians 6. That's 6 and 10. Right. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And that word wiles goes into trickery, deception. See, which is what? The way that Satan operates. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. You see? And what is Esau's main weapon? His left-handed weapon of spirituality is carnality and sorcery and witchcraft and deception. And he's about to come with it in a major, major way in these last days, man. So we can't, pray that we have the whole armor to see through all the bullshit. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherein ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. All right. And we know he's about to come with that in a major deceptive, in a major way, subtle, very deceivable, man. It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints, man. So we got to, be praying in a major way, especially in these last days. And because this devil is about to, he's about to come with it, man, with all the power of deceivableness and deception and deep fakes and, Project Blue Beam and, falsifying numbers and telling you this is more deadlier than it's ever been. And this is, the most worst, he's going to come with all type of BS and deception, man. So we got to make sure that we're constantly, covered with the whole armor of the Most High and in the spirit to see through all the bullshit and ultimately, having our feet shod with the preparation of this gospel, man, and standing upon prophecy and the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, so that we can stand through all the bullshit and be not deceived, perceive the evil and move accordingly, man. So with that, I'm going to close it. Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit of me through this lesson. To the next one, shalom.